of the GoPro bobber that goes along with the GoPro Hero 5 and also for the Hero 6 now also. I bought this back in May to go to Disney World in June. Bought the GoPro and the Karma Grip, record on the rides, and I bought the bobber to take to the water parks with us and to have it for the pool. So now it is September, actually it's October now. So a couple weeks ago, I go surfing Hurricane Marie swell, 2 to 3 foot swell in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Saturday morning, I go out with my son and his friends. I have this with me. I leave it in the truck because I can't paddle with this. But I had it with me, so I leave it in the truck that day. So we go surfing for about 2 hours. My shoulder's starting to bother me, so I get out of the water and I go back to get this to record my son and them on the swell while they're surfing. So I paddle out in the or swim out in the ocean for about 15 minutes, and I'm recording them. And I'm recording my son going down the wave, and I'm in the water, and I'm recording him, and the wave comes up behind me, and it hits my hand, but when it hits my hand, it knocks the Go bobber out of my hand, the grip. I feel it tug, and the bottom comes off. Well, I start to panic. You know, these are about $400 or something. I can't remember now. But anyway, I feel it pull. It's in the water. It doesn't float without the bottom piece on the bobber. I'm panicking, and my son and them are helping me look for it. There's about 5 or 6 of us, I guess. Me swimming and them on their surfboards looking for it. Probably 20 minutes right where I lost it at. I finally just get out of the water, I give up, and I go up on the beach, and I'm looking for it on the beach to see if I can see it bobbing around anywhere, but I can't see it bobbing. I don't see it in the surf zone anywhere. It was high tide at the time. So I go back that evening at low tide with my daughter, and we look for it, and I still don't find it anywhere. So it's the next day. Sunday morning, I get up and I go to work, and I come back and I go swing by the beach again, and I'm walking up the beach, and I'm looking for it, or walking down the beach actually looking for it. And there's a surf fisherman about 100 yards down the beach, and I'm telling everybody that I walk by that if you turn it in to Surf City in Myrtle Beach, I will post a reward, and I'll give them a reward if they can turn it in. As walking down the beach, I see this man fishing, and I go up to him and I say, sir, I introduce myself and tell him that the day before I was surfing with my son, and I lost my GoPro Hero 5 while we're surfing, and he says, I've got it. This man from Pennsylvania, from Pittsburgh actually, has found my Hero 5 floating in the surf zone at low tide. He's got it. He gives it back to me. We talk for a while, and it's just floating, I guess, at an extreme low tide that afternoon. Him and his wife were walking, picking up shells, and it was in the surf zone, beating up on the sand. So I got about 15 minutes of surf footage with my son and his friends, and then I've got an hour and a half of the GoPro getting beat up in the surf zone on the bottom, recorded the whole time. Epic failure, hero. Epic failure, hero. Don't know what else to say on it. Contacted the company, GoPro, on their email. Explained the situation several times that day and the next day. Not heard anything from them. No phone numbers. Can't talk to nobody. not responsible for their loss of $600 or $400. $30, $400, not worth it. My son has been surfing with this he bought. I can't see who this is made by. I guess it's made by GoPro. I think that's who it's made by.
It is.
It's made by GoPro. Stay away from, purchase. This float ain't gonna come off. If I'd have had this float on the back of it, and I would definitely back this up if you do have one. Put you another cord on it to keep it from coming off of you. Tie it up here, do something else with it. Tie it somewhere else if you're surfing with it. But definitely invest in one of these little floats to go on the back of this. You won't be able to see what you're recording, but it'll definitely save you your $400. I got lucky. Thanks.